the former UFC middleweight champion Anderson the Spider Silva is set to make the walk here tonight. This is a man still getting it done in his mid-40s, DC. Proved in the Israel Adesanya fight that he could still hang in there over a hard 15 minutes with the best guys.
Anderson Silva is still able to compete even though he's up there in age a little bit, and that's because of his commitment to the sport of mixed martial arts. He loves competing. He loves the spotlight. Everything that you need to drive you to be able to stay active and stay relevant in this sport, Anderson Silva possesses. Every time he steps foot in the octagon, we get a chance to witness one of the greatest fighters of all time.
And when DC needed an opponent for UFC 200 on about 24 hours notice, the greatest of all time was your Huckleberry. Not too bad. Anderson Silva steps inside the octagon and is ready to fight. All right, so here's the world beater, Khamzat Chimaev, wicked relevant in 2 divisions. Every time he sees you, he tries to take you down. Gotta think he's gonna try to wrestle here tonight.
That's exactly what he does, right? He wants to impose himself on his opponents. He wants to show his dominance when he's inside the octagon, whether it's on the ground in the grappling, as we saw in Kevin Holland, or whether it's him striking, as we have seen in the beginning of his UFC career. He has all the skills, but it's the mindset of Khamzat Chimaev that separates him from most fighters in both weight classes that he competes in.
And with respect to Conor McGregor and everybody else, I'm not sure that any athlete has ever taken this sport by storm quite the way Chimaev did back in 2020. Let's see how he fares in another big spot tonight. Our tail of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. All right, here now, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC middleweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Anderson the Spider Silva. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Khamzat Chimaev.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, Khamzat Chimaev back on the proven ground, and you can hear the crowd response with everything that this man does. If he gets a takedown, a huge pop. If he lands a jab, a huge pop. A lot of people feel like in this matchup, though, Khamzat's going to be trying to take the fight to the ground and to work his submission game from there. Let us see how Khamzat approaches the early portions of this particular round. Hook to the head there by Silva, lands flush. Oh, how good was that combo? He is really doing a nice job stringing his shots together now. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Silva getting work here from the top. Let's see if he goes for a sweep to try to get back to his feet. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice.
It got checked.
Uppercut lands.
Another good stick to the head. Another one. Yep. Up and the left hand.
Oh, knee strike right to the body. I think either landed on both sides in that exchange. Back to the jab now, no good. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. We'll see if he has any response here. His opponent continues to land. A lot of swelling upstairs.
Well, you got to move your head. You've got to be preemptive. You cannot wait until your opponent starts to throw something in your direction. You've got to avoid right now if you want to avoid having this become an issue. Beautiful kick lands.
Midway through round one.
Awesome level change, great timing. He's in a dominant position. Look at him attacking the wrist.
Oh, he's got the Kimura position locked in now. Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Oh, man, I'm starting to feel bad for the canvas as he lands another takedown there.
He landed another takedown, and he's doing it over and over again. What I am a massive fan of is his cardio, the ability to be able to keep this pace over and over as he hits these takedown attempts. Now he's going full mount. Oh, he got to his spot. He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm triangle is deep.
Oh, so how about that? The offensive fighter bails on the submission now.
Very smart. You got to keep position over submission.
Knee on belly, big strikes landing here. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Khamzat Chimaev.
Oh, right into mount. This is where he wants to be.
Well, doing his able best to avoid the ground and pound here. Nice job by Silva. All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in a fight, what are you looking at?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just squirm away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, you take your front headlock, or he turns in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off. Gotta watch his neck.
Looks to me like he's got that submission close.
Starting to get deep. Looks like he's gonna get the finish. Had the submission in very tight, but as it started to slip, he went right back to the dominant position.
Well, Silva's eye now closing up. Ground and pound strike there now. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
All right, senta aí. Relaxa, respira, toma água. You did really good this round, okay? But you gotta watch out on those submissions, okay? We had a few close calls, so make sure.
All right, back to the stool, and he is officially swole, and I'm not talking about muscles. He is swollen up top.
I mean, he looks bad. It's because he was too stationary. He was on the receiving end of too many big shots. He was beat up. He was battered. He was bruised. And look at all the swelling. It shows that he has taken far too many.
You ready to fight? Ready?
All right, round two. All right, here we go. Our next round is underway. And how about the submission defense on that young man in the previous round?
He's so well-versed in all areas of mixed martial arts, and that was on full display as he defended a real deep submission attempt.
Tried to set up the straight left, but he missed. Takedown defense holds up. Perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect, and that's the danger in the engagement there.
Takedown defense holds up.
Got to the clinch, controlled the posture, and lands some big knees from in close.
Some of the best kicks in the game that you'll see right there. Oh!
Hurt him again.
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments. Oh, he better start moving. He can't take too many of those uppercuts. They're so evenly matched. They're going tit for tat.
All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body start. Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. You can hit with a shot like that. You don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school. Oh, he passes to half guard. Beautiful submission attempt here.
Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the triangle with a lot of pressure going down on his opponent.
Oh, he got out.
Need to work by standing sharp. It's work.
And he is back up to his feet. Misses with the right hand. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Effective punch from the clinch there by Khamzat Chimaev. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Straight punch is true.
Those are big
That's
shots.
it.
All right, so there it is again. Rinse, repeat, another takedown, just like we mentioned off the jump. This wrestler has been up in his opponent's face all night.
Well, according to the game plan, it would be take this guy down and ground him out. It's exactly what he is doing. Every time he level changes, he gets to the hips, gets to his angle, and he secures these takedowns. He could not be happy. That was nice. I mean, at this point, you just have to do something. You know, you have to maybe start trying to pull guard, grab him, pull him into you to try to change it and get him in your realm where you have the advantage.
All right, so he continues to land, and not exactly what we thought we would see in this one tonight, but the wrestler willing to stand and trade and proving to be able as well.
Yeah, it's out of the ordinary. Usually this guy level changes to taking out very early in fights, but tonight he is showing that he is comfortable in the strike.
Huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Now some spacing as they exit the clinch.
Beautiful left hand.
All right, so maybe he goes for another takedown here, and it's the setups too, right? He's not blindly shooting from the outside. Maybe he'll get him down again.
He's doing a fantastic job of setting up his takedown with his hands. He's forcing the hands up around to block his face, and then he's dropping his level, shooting his shot. And ultimately, because he's such a great submission guy, no matter how the fight gets to the floor, he just needs to get it there.
All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. You know, sometimes when you play basketball, you're in the zone.
He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique.
Oh, he bails on the submission now.
Knee on belly.
15 seconds. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Khamzat Chimaev. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
10 minutes in the books. All right, heading back to the corner, and Chimaev's bleeding from the forehead there a little bit. It doesn't appear to be too bad. The focus for the cut man, though, to make sure that he can stop the bleeding and not allow the blood to get into the eyes. All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Third round underway. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here.
Good spin.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
And now some separation.
Chimaev gets caught by that straight punch. You gotta do better than that defensively. Lands another strike upstairs, and for his opponent, that is certainly not gonna help matters when it comes to the swing.
He can't miss, Jay. And when you saw the swelling initially, you knew that he needed to change something. He still has not changed that. And while it's getting worse, it's still not at a point where we should panic. But a few more, and he's gonna find himself in a dire situation.
Oh, effective strike from the clinch there by Khamzat Chimaev. Working off the jab, it's good. And now they are throwing.
That's one of those shots, but if you take one of them, in the nightcap, and land it right on the spot.
Well, it looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Well, you got to think he might be trying to set up that overhand again. He's found a home for it all night long. Let's see if that holds true. Oh, great reversal to top position by Silva, lands flush. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard. Oh, right in the mount.
Oh, that's tight.
That is a fantastic armbar, belly down attempt.
Oh, he's out.
Notice how his opponent circled back off to his right, back towards the side that his opponent was on, got his hips all the way across to release the pressure off of his arm. Beautiful submission defense.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy, trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fault. No reversal is not fault. Everything they're doing is fault.
Chimaev's going for the sub here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. All right, a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job. Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep. Changing the position.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Oh, what a moment there as they make their way back to the feet. Crowd may be drunk, but they're absolutely loving it.
Yeah, the crowd loves the stand-up fight. So all that grappling wasn't what they wanted to see. They're back up on their feet now, and they're popping for it. They're excited. He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to now start to find uppercuts up the middle to try to do damage to his opponent.
Oh, he just continues to pour it on. He has been aggressive all night long with his striking. Gotta be careful here to not empty the gas tank. So far, so good, though, in this round. Chimaev's in half guard now. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard.
Chimaev's looking for that arm triangle now. Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep.
Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. Final 30 seconds of this third round. All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship round.
Stop!
Okay, listen now. Everything you're doing is working. Your rhythm is great. Keep it up. Your hands are landing all the time. I want you to keep that head moving and that...
All right, so the crowd voicing its appreciation after that crazy sequence in the previous round. Nearly submitted him there, DC.
This is usually what we get with striking. But tonight you have a very educated crowd. They appreciate high-level grappling, and they are getting that tonight in this fight. That submission was in deep, but wow, what a great job of escaping and living to fight another day.
Ready to fight? Ready.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up his body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here. Chimaev gets the takedown, useful. That punch no good. Takedown defense is there. What a great sequence by him, mixing up his strikes and once again targeting that already damaged, swollen area upstairs.
That's exactly what he should do. You know, we are talking about a guy that is so talented, that is so disciplined. A lot of trouble.
Big right hand lands.
Oh, nice level change.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to add?
Well, Silva's got his head. Let's see if he can secure a guillotine choke here. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense. Oh my goodness, I think he might have it.
Oh, he's out. The fight's gonna continue.
Oh my goodness, I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over. Great job being busy off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Man, submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up every step of the way.
Yeah, the defense has done a great job just making sure he leaves nothing long, no submission attempts. Even when they get him, he continues to stay calm and patient, and he's defending these submissions.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow,
right?
You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat. He passes to half.
All right, closed guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Chimaev's back into full guard. Trying to set up a choke here. That guillotine is tight.
He's up. What submission defense on display.
Silva's back in full mount. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg. Oh, nice.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
All right, 20 seconds to go in the round. Well, Silva's right back to the full mount here. 10 seconds now to go in the round. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work. Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round. Oh, that's a big hook to the chin. Chimaev gets the single leg takedown.
He's got to be careful here.
Silva gets back up.
That one was clean. Great punch.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Swing and a big miss by Silva, lands flush. Well, we wondered earlier why there weren't as many body strikes. He's making up for lost time here. Shot to the body connects, and that bears watching. That's going to hurt this opponent. All right, so the cut really starting to open up wider now, and you got to credit this striker for continuing to attack that area.
Just knowing the target, knowing what he's supposed to do, and doing it as effectively as he is right now. This guy's tremendous.
Overhand right, swing and a miss.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to keep that elbow tight and throw punches with his free hand.
Well, Silva's trying to make that eye swell shut, DC, as you see the fighter.
Great timing on that double leg. He passed the half guard. He's got to be careful here.
Nicely done. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Less than 3 minutes to go now in this fifth and final round. Chimaev's able to transition back to side control now. Oh, he's got him in the crucifix now. A lot of body weight from the top position. If you're on bottom here, this is not a good place to be.
You have got to free one arm. You cannot worry about both of them. Get one free and then start building towards doing something else. But the first step is to get an arm free to start trying to be able to defend yourself. You have nothing blocking your face when you're in this position.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
90 seconds to go to decide this one. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's gonna try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Khamzat Chimaev.
Let's work. I'm going to stand this
1
up.
minute to go in the fight. Khamzat Chimaev ground and pound from half guard now.
Nice shot lands from the bottom. Leon belly.
Chimaev's trying for a submission here. Oh, he's got the Kimura locked in. Wow, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe.
Really good job to land these strikes from top position.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
Final seconds of the fight. Silva getting touched here repeatedly with these ground and pound strikes from the top. Referee's not going to bail you out. Oh, and there's the final horn. We go to the scorecards. One of the greatest fights that we have seen all year. Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 48-47. For the winner by unanimous decision, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, so you heard it there from Buff. Khamzat Chimaev gets it done on the scorecards. He's your winner by decision tonight, and in large part because he wasn't going to force the finish.
No, he wasn't going to force the finish. He wasn't going to put himself in bad position. He was okay with however the fight ended, whether it be a finish or a decision. The guy is in fantastic shape. He has a well-rounded skill set, and he continues to show evolution every time he steps in the octagon.
And knowing Khamzat is going to try to make a quick turn and propel his candidacy forward. Congrats to Chimaev on another big win tonight.
I was a year away from not being known as a youth, approaching manhood, beach